Hi there, my name is Mary Jane and I'm one of the teachers from Real Ekaiwa, and today we are going to do a series of videos about how you can ace your IELTS. So for today we are going to talk first about the tips and tricks of the IELTS reading. So let's get it started. Let's have the first one. Okay, so number one, sounds very redundant, but for this one, you should be able to develop your skills for each type of questions in reading. So there are about 14 different questions, and you need to find a strategy to be able to tackle each one. Some question types have answers that come in order, or others do not. So this type of information will help you not only save time, but also for you to be able to locate the answers. Next one, you should be able to skim and scan passages to do well in the IELTS. So we need to review what skimming and scanning is. Okay, so skimming is a reading passage to get the general idea of the content. This is recommended to do before you tackle the questions. All types of questions except one are given after the passage because it is recommended to skim read the passage before the questions. But this does not mean you try to understand the passage. It's just really a chance for you to get a sense of the topic and the content. And one thing you have to remember, you should be able to do skimming for 2 to 3 minutes. And at the same time, you should also try to underline the words, the keywords, not sentences, just keywords. The only question types which comes before the passage is matching headings. So for that question, you don't need to read the passage first. Next one, let's have scanning. Okay, so scanning is your ability to be able to locate information very quickly. It does not have any relation to comprehension of the passage. So if you're able to, let's say, read through it very quickly, get maybe a word or a phrase, then stop reading. So you don't need to waste your time reading the entire passage if you're going to do scanning. Okay, next one. So it is very important to be able to develop your reading speed. So this test has a very strict time limit. So it will really challenge your ability to complete the questions at the given amount of time. You must also develop your speed reading skills to be able to find the answers quickly. But this also means you must be able to scan the passage quickly to locate the information. An average person can read 250 words per minute. That sounds a lot, but other people can do it quicker. But it's just really through practice. So here are some things that you can do. First thing, you have to avoid distractions. That is very important. So you have to create an environment where there are as few interruptions and distractions as much as possible. So for you to be able to focus fully on the words in front of you. Another thing, go easy. So read an uncomplicated novel or just a simple online article to get the feel for which technique is going to work best for you. Gauge how much you've remembered or understood what you read, and always set a timer. So if you're going to do speed reading, it's better to have a timer just so you know how many minutes you're able to finish the entire, let's say, article. Another thing, cover words that you've already read. So this helps you to stop your eyes from flitting back to to earlier words rather, and slowing down your reading. Another thing, know what you want from the text. So this is also very useful if you're going to do skimming method. It will be, you have to pay attention when you see relevant words, sentences, or phrases. You can then slow down at these points, or you can circle them for emphasis, but otherwise just really move across the page quickly. Another thing you have to remember is you have to benchmark your progress. So this way you can tell whether your practice is paying off. So there are many free speed reading assessments online. So try to check them out if you can. And the last thing that you can do for your speed reading skill is to practice, practice, and practice. So you have to practice speed reading, be good at it. The more you train, the more natural you will be able to feel it. Okay, next one. All right, so let us have the fourth tip and technique and trick. So don't try to understand the full passage. Your task is really to locate answers only. Most questions test your ability to locate specific information given to you than to comprehend the sentence or sentences which contain the information. There are only two types of questions which will require a more detailed understanding of the whole passage. This would be matching headings and choosing a title. So all other questions are based on locating information. All right, now we are down to our last tip and trick for this first part of the series. So number 5, developing your vocabulary. Okay, so let me move my face to the center. Okay, this is one of the key reasons why students don't get the score that they need. Learning vocabulary is not just about learning the meaning of a word. It is about learning when you can and can't use the word. It's also about, let's say, what collocations can be used with words. For example, verbs and matching nouns. So you should write words or word lists that include common phrases and common traps. So you can do this by learning vocabulary from practicing reading passages. Alright, so this would be the end of our part 1 series, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.